Hey guys, welcome back to Brian's Train Room. Every post-war style layout should have Plasticville on the layout. Buildings, people, all those fun things. But did you know in the late 50s, early 60s, Lionel actually offered Plasticville items in their orange and blue boxes, such as this. But did you also know that there's a rare version of this 965 farm set that came in a box without the orange printing? Let's check it out.
Fun's the word for a Lionel electric train because you're in charge. Yep, on the Lionel line, you're the boss. Lionel trains will make this Christmas one to be remembered, always.
So when we're exploring some of the Lionel post-war Plasticville sets, let's start off with 1959, which is when the 965 farm set was available. It's a 1 year only, so we'll take a little peek, get through the catalog. There's some really interesting, great stuff in 1959. You kind of have to look towards the end of the catalog before it really starts talking or showing some of the Plasticville pieces that were available, and they're right here. They're kind of after the switches. You go into here and it shows a number of the Plasticville items that were available in 1959, such as the 953 figure set, the 954 swimming pool, the 961 school set, the 960, then you have the 965 farm set. And again, included here, it says it's new. It's the 965 farm set, 36 pieces, barn, farm buildings, farm equipment, fowl, domestic and farm animals. This for a grand total of $3 available to you. Absolutely cool. Well, let's check out that farm set. This is the 965 farm set. Typically would come in the orange, blue, and white boxes. It says number 965 farm set for use with Super O and 027 gauge. Lionel here. We're going to take a little spin around. You can see it's kind of a little bit of a shiny tone to it, which is really great. It has the same lettering on the opposite side. Pretty neat little piece. From a measurement standpoint, it is, let's see here, it is 6 1/4 inch wide by 3 inches tall, and the box measures in at about 7 3/4 inches long. Pretty cool little piece right here. Let's take a look inside. So the box kind of top opens with the lid this way, and as we open it, it'll expose the box number, which is 965-5, and we're going to kind of open up and sort of see our contents here. Unfortunately, these boxes are fragile, so the first thing we're going to have is our instruction sheet. All right, so we have our instructions here, and this is a sort of a fold-out sheet that shows the pieces. Not really much of an instruction sheet. It basically shows you how to put it together, and that's pretty much it. So not too much to work with, but hey, it's pretty self-explanatory. So the rest of the box contains the pieces for the barn. Here's some of the silo and part of the pieces and parts that are in here. For all of those, and there's a lot of pieces to this, guys. So you got a lot of play value for this, which I really love. You got the gate and pieces. Let's organize this for you and show what's more in the box. There's a lot of stuff there. So now we have this a little bit laid out. You can kind of start seeing a little bit of what everything is. We've got our fence sections over here. We have this piece right here, which is, I think, just one of the chicken coops. You've got this part here, which is kind of a house for, I think this is for, like, it's the goats maybe. You got a little dog house here. You got a little water pump. You've got parts of the barn. Here's the silo and the sides and the roof. And we have a bag that has all of the little cows, chicken, dog, all the other fun stuff here with our instruction sheet that basically says, hey, put it together that something looks like that. So let's make that happen. And this is all set up here too. So we put our box off to the side. This is our 965 farm set all set up, just like they have it in the picture, which is really cool. We got our barn over here. We have our, I guess, our goat little setup. We have our dog house here. We've got little stables and a little farm area where we've got some cows and pigs. We've got the little water pump with the tray. We have a bunch of chickens. One of them, the roosters, made it to the top of the little chicken coop. And we even have a little teeny tiny cat that's hanging out with us today on the top of one of the stables. So really cool stuff. What a fantastic set. Okay, now this is cool. Got to show you the rare one. So this right here is one of the rare variations of the 965 farm set that if you've got all of Plasticville, you need to find. This box right here, and it's basically the box, the contents are exactly the same, was intended to be the regular 965 like you see here. But what was not printed was the orange. So they printed, this was just basically an off-white box, same color. They printed the blue, and then it just never went through that final phase where they printed the orange. Okay, so the orange never got printed onto these boxes. Now, Lionel had a bunch of these boxes. They said, hey, let's put some of these and ship them out. How they got rid of them, I'm not quite sure. It doesn't really matter. It's cool that they did. This is just a fantastic piece. I love this. I'm going to do a little 360 on it in just a second for you. You got to find that. So again, this is the 965 farm set with the white box. This is just one of those pieces you got to find if you want to complete your set. Happy hunting! Hey guys, well that's my video. Thank you very much for watching. And again, everyone who really enjoys this channel, I appreciate everything that you guys are doing as well. The check boxes, the comments, the subscribing, all that stuff is fantastic. When I started this channel a year and a half ago, I had no idea where this was going to take me. And let me tell you, I am having a blast. The incredible amount of just rare, unusual, and oddball trains that are out there is just amazing. And I have had so many friends and fellow collectors who have been opened up their collections and have been willing to share some fascinating pieces with me and with you. It has been an incredible journey, and we have so much more to do. Let me tell you, there is some great stuff coming your way. If you haven't introduced someone to Brian's Train Room, please do that. This is the only way to be able to get some of that information out there these days, and it has been fun doing so, and I appreciate y'all's support. As mentioned, I don't do this alone. I have a number of friends and fellow collectors who have shared pieces and information with me, and those are certainly listed at the back. I cannot do this without them, so this has been fascinating. So, as always, I certainly appreciate all that you guys have done for me. And as always, thanks for joining me on Brian's Train Room.
Look at her streak along the rails. It's a Lionel.